Once, in a crowded city where people rushed from dawn to dusk, there lived a young woman named Clara. She worked in a busy office, always surrounded by deadlines, noise, and expectations. From the outside, she looked successful. Her colleagues admired her dedication, her family praised her achievements, and strangers saw a woman moving forward with confidence. But on the inside, Clara was exhausted. Every night she lay in bed, her body tired but her mind restless. Thoughts circled endlessly, memories of mistakes, fears of the future, the weight of what others expected from her. She longed for peace, but it never came. One rainy afternoon, after another long day, Clara stopped at a small tea house hidden between tall buildings. She had passed it many times without noticing, but today the soft glow of its lanterns caught her eye. She stepped inside and was greeted by the smell of herbs and the sight of shelves filled with jars of tea leaves. Behind the counter stood an old man with kind eyes. He looked at Clara as if he could see the storm inside her. Without asking what she wanted, he poured hot water into a delicate porcelain cup and placed it gently in front of her. "Sit," he said softly. "You need this." Clara hesitated, but something in his calm voice made her obey. She sat at a wooden table by the window, the rain tapping softly on the glass. The old man placed the cup before her and said, "Do not drink yet. Watch." The steam rose slowly from the tea, curling into the air like a dance. At first, Clara tapped her fingers impatiently. She thought of the emails she had left unanswered, the tasks waiting for tomorrow. But as the minutes passed, her breathing slowed. She noticed the way the tea leaves floated and settled at the bottom. She saw how the hot water, once clear, grew rich in color, changing gradually but completely. Finally, the old man sat across from her. "What did you see?" he asked. Clara blinked, unsure how to answer. "I saw the tea. It changed slowly." The man nodded. "Yes. It changed, but it did not force itself. The leaves did not shout. The water did not resist. They simply stayed together and time did its work. This is the secret of peace. Life is like the water. Your thoughts are like tea leaves. When you let them settle, they stop spinning. Slowly, clarity comes." Clara frowned. "But my mind never stops spinning. How can I make it settle?" The man picked up the cup and handed it to her. "Hold this, but do not drink yet. Walk through the market outside. Return to me without spilling a single drop." Clara gasped. "But it's raining, it's crowded. How can I—" The old man smiled. "The lesson is not in my words. It is in the task." Clara stood, holding the cup carefully in both hands. The market was noisy and full of distractions. Vendors called out their prices. Children ran between stalls. The rain splashed against her arms and people bumped past her in a hurry. But Clara kept her eyes fixed on the tea. Step by step, she walked with focus, her thoughts narrowing to the warmth of the cup in her hands. The chaos around her faded. She did not hear the shouting, did not feel the rain, did not notice the curious glances of strangers. All that mattered was the tea. When she finally returned to the tea house, the cup was still full. She placed it on the table, her heart beating fast. "I did it," she whispered. The old man nodded. "Tell me, did you hear the noise of the market? Did you see the people rushing by? Did you think of your emails, your deadlines, your fears?" Clara shook her head. "No, I thought only of the tea." The old man leaned closer, his eyes shining. "Then you already know the secret. Peace does not come from escaping the world. It comes from choosing where you place your attention. Your mind is like the water. If you chase every drop, it will spill. But if you focus on the cup in your hands, everything else fades. That focus is the beginning of peace." Clara's eyes filled with tears. She realized she had spent years letting her mind run wild, chasing thoughts that never ended. But in those few minutes, holding a simple cup of tea, she had felt something she thought impossible. Silence inside. She bowed her head. "Master, I understand. Peace is not about stopping the world. It is about stopping myself from running after it." The old man smiled and finally let her drink. The tea was warm, gentle, calming. Every sip felt like breathing again after years of suffocation. From that day on, Clara carried the memory of the cup wherever she went. Whenever her mind filled with noise, she imagined herself holding tea again, steady and careful, focusing only on the moment. And slowly, her life changed. She still worked, still faced deadlines, still walked crowded streets, but now she carried a quiet place inside her, a place no one could take away. Think about it. How often do you let your thoughts spill like water, chasing fears of tomorrow or regrets of yesterday? How often do you forget the cup in your hands, the present moment? The secret lesson hidden in a cup of tea is simple. Peace is already there if you choose to see it. All it asks is your attention. If this story spoke to you, let us know by giving it a like. Share it with someone who may be carrying too much noise in their mind. And in the comments, write one word that represents your cup of tea, the one thing you want to focus on today. Your words may inspire someone else to find their peace. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more stories like this, filled with wisdom hidden in everyday moments. Every week we bring a new journey, a new lesson, a new chance to pause and breathe. Peace is not a treasure buried far away. It is not locked in the past or hidden in the future. It is here, waiting quietly, like steam rising from a cup of tea. And when you choose to hold it carefully, you will discover what Clara discovered. The storm inside can be calmed, not by force, but by presence. So next time you drink tea or hold a glass of water or simply breathe, remember, this is your moment. Do not spill it.